times. Y'all know the vibes though, right? She go, we go, they go, okay, ooh la la, okay, ooh la la, she like, ooh la la, ooh la la, looking for M's like I lost a friend, hop out of the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, please come on in. Over here, we deal with entertainment, sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit and hit stage left, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and smash that notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah, you get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, thank you. But you know how we do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We truly in the end game now. We in the end game. And we in the end game because, yeah, it's the last day of the year. And this is what? My first live, like all this time running through these YouTube streets, running across these social media platforms. And they should have never let me. Yeah, but I never went live before. I always say we live, we rolling. But yeah, we live now for real. And the last day of the year, I said, fuck it, why not? Like, you know what I mean? Happy birthday to all the Capricorns, you know what I mean? My cousin Marie, I just jumped off her live. She's celebrating her birthday. I told you I got a slew of Capricorns in the family, and she the next one up. Like, you know what I mean? I got my sis, got my brother, got my aunt, got Bubba, my cousin. They on December 24th and December 25th, which is Christmas for most of y'all. Y'all know over here, we don't celebrate and we don't believe in that. You know what I mean? And next up is my cousin Marie, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's and all that old other bubblegum shit. And then we got my brother, we got my son, we got a couple other people. But you know what it is. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. 2021 wrap up. Like, where's Uncle Murda when you need him? Like, he said he wasn't doing that shit no more and we ain't believe him. Now do y'all believe him? And I told y'all in the other video, I'm like, yo, if he don't do it, who's going to do it? Who do you want to see do it? Who do you think is a good candidate to rep this shit? Because whether you know, like the last one or not, and the last one, like you said, he was going to try to do 20 minutes, but he was in that motherfucking booth getting tired. And a lot of people was like, they didn't really feel a wrap up. I did a review on the wrap up, as well as Mad Skills. And I was like, who had the better one? In my humble opinion, it was Mad Skills. It could be that we was a little Uncle Murda overkill, you know what I mean? And then, you know, obviously 2020 was a fucked up year. And 2021 was a fucked up year too. Rest in peace, Betty White. She just lost her life. But 99, like, jeez. 99 and in Hollywood, you know, a lot of shit go on in Hollywood. And for her to be a Golden Girl, to be, you know, talk show host, nominee, got WOW Grammys, and, you know, and shit like that. To say 99 years, she lived a hell of a life, and you know, may the Most High have mercy. Then we just lost John Madden, like, know what I mean? John Madden, who is the NFL, if you will. Used to play Madden with Small Boy and my little cousins and shit. I used to get my ass kicked. You know what I mean? He just passed, and he was 85. So, you know, Drake said, I want an easy death, and I want a quick death, and I want an easy one. I always talk about, do you ever think about when you out of here. Your record deal, video, all that shit out of here. Like your NFL contract, you know what I mean? Your acting gig, shit is out of here. And I be playing, but I'm not. Because you never know when you gonna be out of here. Like Tony, there was no other way. And so, all we could do is live life to the fullest, live in the moment, try to have no regrets, even though, it's kind of hard to be a human being and not have any regrets. You're going to do some shit, you're going to see some shit, you're going to fuck some shit up, people going to do some shit to you, you may have to do some shit back to people. And, like Hov, once said, you got to learn to live with regret. So the thing is to try to minimize the regrets and just live life to the fullest and live every day on some happy shit. Like a lot of people be miserable as a fuck. And then you see the suicide rates is up. We had, the 2019, the 2020 now. This is the residual, Omicron. And whether you vaxxed or not, downtown, people is getting ready for the Happy New Year. And, I don't celebrate none of that shit. This should just be like props. You know what I mean? That's why I come on with the glasses, 2022 and all that shit. And, what you looking forward to most going into the year 2022? And what are you most happy that 2021 is over with? You know what I mean? Like some of the shit that you may have, gone through on a personal level. Maybe your family, maybe somebody close to you. Downtown, not only are they celebrating the ball dropping, but like I think Times Square or whatever they have this shit at. If you're from New York, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, then they got like a garbage can. It's like an incinerator, and people write they good riddance to the shit that that they thought was bad for them this year. What's some of the stuff you would rip up or, if you will, throw in the garbage can? And I just say, I mean, my thing always is I'm not a pessimistic person. I think as a kid or as an adolescent, when life was rough and 40 of us back at the bus and life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough, I think I was more pessimistic then. And then, when I realized like, it was always me versus the world until I realized it's just me versus me. That's a Kendrick Lamar reference. When I realized that it really was just me against me and it really wasn't the world against me, then you start to have personally a different perspective and you reverse it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't whip that, you know what I mean? Whip that pussy. You reverse it and you start to say, why I don't celebrate? I celebrate life every day. You know what I mean? Like I'm a grateful person every day. I give thanks every day. So I don't really see the hoop. I mean, I used to, you know what I mean? You get drunk and I'm being funny now. That's why you see the little fake VIP, you know what I mean? We're going to pop one of those bottles and I'm drinking that. Cheers. Tony, there was no other way. Even though this Hennessy mixed with the Baileys. I celebrate every day. Like every day you wake up, no matter your circumstances, you have something to be grateful for. You have celebrate. Every day is a gift, as they say. So it's what you do with it, and how you choose to spend that time. I actually did a show, and I was like, when you die, every hour of your life will be like a treasure box. And a lot of people in those treasure boxes, when you open them up, it'll just be nothing but blackness. It'll be nothing. Because a lot of people, they waste a lot of time. Like Snoop Dogg referenced the blue carpet treatment. I don't know who the gentleman is when the song come on, but it's one of my favorite songs, though. And he like, when it comes down to doing things, most people, they talk about it. But when it comes down to the actual part of doing it, they take a little light vacation. And, people, they bullshit a lot. They procrastinate a lot. They put things off. Not everybody, but a lot of people do. So I'm one of them people that, every day is I'm grateful every day. I'm thankful. So that's why I don't celebrate no New Year's, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas. Like, I got family that has birthdays on these days. So I celebrate. We shake out with them. We enjoy more life. But we don't celebrate. And then when you look at it too, like Russia, they just popped off their New Year. I think London and another place they did in Paris. Paris is London, but they not celebrating this year because of, you know, the COVID, and obviously the pandemic is still really full swing. This shit is in full swing, and people is downtown right now in Times Square. They got their big ass hats on. They waiting for the ball to drop. They writing their New Year's resolutions, and you know, they doing what they feel is you know, best for them. And it's like, are we really in the pandemic or are we really not? And then again, you think about at the height of this shit, Atlanta is the only place that is shut down their club. That's a Uncle Murda reference. Like, bitches ain't have nowhere to twerk. Mad people was running from New York, Houston, you know, Vegas, running downtown to down south to Atlanta and popping off. And it's like now with the, you know, the vaccine, and then this real quick on this, because it's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I just was sick, you know what I mean? That's why I haven't did the show in a little while. I think last Saturday, like 2 weeks from now. So yeah, last Saturday. So celebrating with my nigga Master Moo. Shout out to my nigga Moo. He was celebrating his 15th magazine release. Black Diva magazine. Oh, but you're black. Go support. So we was having fun celebrating this shit. You know what I mean? From one entrepreneur to the next. And you know, it was like, yeah, we popping off, and I got sick after that. You know what I mean? Whether, you know, being around too many people, you know, no mask, I had a mask on. You see, I just brought this shit today. Mario, brother, he got his little mask on. You know what I mean? For those that can't see, that's Mario. And yeah, I had got sick. People was like, yo, was it COVID? Was it this? Was that? Get tested. Woo, woo, woo. And you see the lines is wild long to get tested. And it's like, you could get tested. They tell you got it. Quarantine. Hopefully you get better quickly. And if you don't got it, you stood on that long ass line for nothing. So I was like, I got sick. I got well relatively fast. You know what I mean? All praise due. And it's like, you vaccinated, but you're fucking raw. You know what I mean? You vaccinated, but your health is bad. Like you doing the most, but you're vaccinated. So, you know, and I'm being funny, but I'm not. Shout out to my nigga Dre. You know what I mean? He downtown Brooklyn in the Fed joint. He like his whole gallery caught you know, the new strand. And they had to move them and, you know, move pieces around and shit like that. And, you know, just stay safe, do what's best for you, and be mindful of your health, because you can get vaccinated and you can do all this and all that, but your health is bad. You know what I mean? You got diabetes, you're diabetic, you know what I mean? Or, you know, your stress levels is up, you're not working out, you looking a little shabby, you looking a little washed, you know what I mean? But you, vaccination, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. Let's swing to this other shit though. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was sick, I did a show, I came back, I did a show, then I kind of fell back again, you know what I mean? It wasn't all the way back. But now I'm feeling much better, so all praises due. So Hove came out recently, right? Like Hove, #2, because y'all know I got Nas #1. Yeah, we do sports, hip hop, interviews, popavisms, 101, and motivation. So he recently came out like, yo, ain't nobody could do no verses with me. Like, nigga can't stand on that stage with me. And for the most part, he is right. Then I seen the other video, which would be Joe Budden's. I mean, him and his two cronies, they was going back and forth with their opinion. And a lot of people got opinions on a lot of things. My thing is, yeah, a lot of people can't stand on the stage with Hove, but definitely some people can. And here's my candidates. #1, definitely Kanye could stand could do a versus. I'm not saying they got overall the better body of work than Hove, because to me, I think that would be probably Nas. And if it's not Nas, because as a fan, when you rate in your top 5, your top 10, you do go back and forth. At least I do. It's like, dang, I got Nas, then I got Hove. Then I be riding around listening to Hove, and it's like, nah, I got Hove, then Nas. Know what I mean? And so they interchangeable, but ultimately I put Nas because I think like certain songs is like one song could be 3 of your songs, like a One Mic, for instance, or Unforgettable, you know what I mean? Or a One Love, or a Rewind. Like shit like that is like 4 of your songs. And if you were the average MC, then you don't even get an honorable mention. But I think Kanye definitely could get up there with 20 songs, banging songs that will be like, oh, shit is matching up. I definitely think Drake could do a versus with Hov. Now, you know, people may say, is he writing his own shit and running through the cities with my woes and Quint Miller and all that? And whether you subscribe to a nigga writing his lyrics or not, he still got the songs that's on the top charts, top 40, top 20, the billboards or whatever that shit. So he get on there with God's Plan and started from the bottom, now we here. And even the lady songs, if you will, like the shit with Rihanna and, you know, I'm more than just an option, hey, hey, hey. Like even when he get on there and do those songs, the ladies definitely gonna rock to it, and even the fellas is gonna rock to it too. So I think Kanye, think Drake, I definitely think LL could get up and do a versus with Hov. Now again, you may say he don't have more classic albums than Hov, but we're talking about just 20 songs. And even if certain MCs like Hov and the people I'm naming, they probably could do 25 to 30 songs. You know what I mean? Or they top songs, and we won't get tired. We'd be like, oh, it's like a fucking concert. LL is definitely one of them. Busta Rhymes is one of them. He just released the album, Level of Extinction 2. I don't think it's his best body of work, but I do like some of the songs on there that's considered fire. One of them is Master Pharrell Muhammad with Rick Ross. Super fire. Versus super fire. And lastly, I was in the gym on the treadmill. I know I'm listening to the ratchet shit in the gym, you know what I mean, on the treadmill while I'm trying to stay out the washing machine. And that would be 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent definitely could do a versus with Hov because he got too many club bangers, too many radio bangers, too many joints that will be like, oh, this shit is, you know what I mean? Like after Hov put on one of his songs, 50 Cent will come back. And it'd be a great spectacle. But outside of those people, you don't want to disrespect nobody, but Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Obviously, DMX, rest in peace, X. We lost X this year. And, you know, we lost Young Dolph. We lost a lot of people, you know what I mean? And before the night's over, I'm sure we're going to lose a lot more. And these are just the people that's in the public eye that we know, you know, celebrities, you know, athletes, people that we follow. But it's a slew of other people that you have no idea even exist. Regular people die every day. Like Nas said, the baby's being born, same time a man's murdered, the beginning and end. As far as rap go, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name. First it was nasty. Times has changed. Ask me now, I'm the artist. Like, you know what I mean? And so rest in peace to everybody that lost their life. Rest in peace to all the babies being born. And yeah, I would pay money to see Hov and 50 definitely, because one of the things Joe Buttons and them was saying on their show is nobody really could son Hov. Like, you know what I mean? You get on stage, you know, because of his status, obviously he's a billionaire, he's the GOAT, got Beyonce, you know what I mean? And you really can't son him. But 50 Cent probably, I ain't gonna say he could son him, but I say it's like boss level. It's not like here, you know what I mean? Like, so quarter water, put it in the bottle for $2. You know what I mean? Niggas came and sold out for $2 billion. What the fuck? Like, have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. I write the check before the baby come. Who the hell cares? Like, you know, you got the power, big rich town. And obviously he got too many hits from Wankster to, you know what I mean, Just a Little Bit, to Disco Inferno, to I Got Money. Like, I get money. Money I got. You know, he threw Puff on there and he threw Hov on it, $1 billion remix. So, yeah, I think Hov just don't want to do it, and he don't want to entertain niggas. It's like, I'm up in the clouds, me and my spouse, you know what I mean? Rumors getting too loud, please turn them shits down. And so I think he really just don't want to do it, you know what I mean? Now, if they give him a nice bag, then he might do it, you know what I mean? And yeah, those are the people I think that could fuck with Hov. Let's get to this other shit that I was hearing about while I was off the show. The Lakers, you know what I mean? LeBron just celebrated his 37th birthday. Shouts to the king. Shouts to LeBron. Keep losing money betting with these niggas, though. Like, damn it, man. Why do I keep betting on the Lakers? I don't know. Like Big said, rest in peace to Big. Lost chips on Lakers, gassed off Shaq. Like, losing money with LeBron and Russell Westbrook. Trade deadline coming up. They like, yo, they want to trade Russell Westbrook for, what's his dude name? Oh, John Wall from fucking Houston, who's not playing right now. Still getting that check, but he's not playing right now. So it's like, all right, Russ, Westbrook, Westbrook, John Wall, in my opinion, it's not even close. Like, I'm taking the Brody all day. Can John Wall shoot better than Russ? Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll say his percentages of shooting is probably better, and I could be totally wrong because I don't got the statistics in front of me. But just looking at the shot, like nigga said, Westbrook really don't got no jump shot. You know what I mean? On the Uncle Murda wrap up, but I don't think it's solely Russ' fault. It's the defense. The Lakers, they have a problem with playing D. LeBron is older. Is he a wash king? Can he win another chip in LA? Anthony Davis is always hurt. He like the glass man. Melo came in the same time LeBron. So they both old in that regards. And then you got the Warriors looking good. You got Phoenix obviously looking good. They went to the finals last year and lost to Giannis and them. But I don't think they should trade Russ unless you're going to get a blockbuster deal. But the thing is, really, you gave up all your assets to get him. Kuzma, Caldwell Pope, what's the dude that's on Chicago now? The white boy, you know what I mean? Favorite white boy. Caruso. Dudes that play with tenacity, dudes that play with that vigor, like give the speech with vigor. So that's why they losing, and that's why they at the bottom of the pack pretty much. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you could trade Russ, and then what? You know what I mean? Is that gonna reverse your fortunes? I really don't know. They both had triple doubles in the last 2 games. They won one, they lost one. They play tonight. They play who they play tonight? Man, they play let me see real quick while we fucking around. No, actually they don't play tonight. They played yesterday and they lost. They play tomorrow, New Year's Day. But I don't think them trading Russell Westbrook is going to change the Lakers' fortune. You know what I'm saying? I think they got to play defense. Then you start questioning Frank Vogel. NBA Twitter, Black Twitter, that's the gift that keeps on giving. It's like, you know what I mean? They be saying the most wildest, outlandish shit. You know what I mean? Let me tweet this shit out, especially Kendrick Perkins, and I fuck with Perk. Till we got on here talking about the Clippers were softer than hot Twinkies, had me run to the store, buy some Twinkies, throw them shits in the microwave and see, you know what I mean? Almost burnt the top of my mouth trying that shit. I think the Lakers, they're not gonna win the chip this year unless something drastic happens, like an injury to another team. It's probably gonna be Golden State and Brooklyn. That would be a hell of a matchup to see Kevin Durant go against his old team, obviously. Kyrie is back now, speaking of the vaccine and all this shit. In New York, we got the new mayor. He gonna be sworn in tonight for those in New York and that voted for Adams. You know what I mean? I didn't vote for him. But he gonna be sworn in. I don't think he gonna change what de Blasio got in place as far as mandate. So Kyrie gonna be back, but how many games left now? Road games. I think it's only like 21 or 24 games left, road games, that he's eligible for because he can't play in Toronto as well. You know what I mean? And shout out to my cousin Marie. I just was on her live, and I guess some of her friends came to her front door. They were singing happy birthday to her. And then I heard her say something about curfew. And so I was like, yo, they got a curfew out there? And it's like 10 o'clock is the curfew. And I'm like, well, what happens if you break a curfew and you get caught? And then I jumped off the line because somebody hit my phone. But I'm gonna find out. Anybody from Canada that's watching, or if you watching on the playback, leave in the comments what's the curfew. If you get caught breaking curfew, what's the punishment for violating curfew? It's like, damn, in other countries, you'd be like, yeah, you be hating on America, United Snakes of America, and America, we do be looking at y'all with the motherfucking side eye, but still, it is the greatest country in the world. Live in other places, and then, 10 o'clock, that's your ass. You better be in the house. But, so he can't play in Toronto, but he can play in other places. Will that change the dynamic of Brooklyn? We all New York, you know what I mean? Like, it's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Shallon, are you in the house? Everybody, are you in the house? We rooting for Brooklyn. We rooting for Kyrie. And, I think Golden State and Brooklyn would be a great finals, but also Milwaukee, they trying to get back-to-back Milwaukee and Golden State would be a great finals as well. You know what I mean? Who y'all got going to the finals? Do y'all think LeBron and them gonna go to the finals? I know the hardcore Laker fans is like, hell yeah, hell yeah. It's quiet for y'all. Shh. Now he could go to another team and possibly win, maybe kind of sort of, but I don't think they rocking out this year. Let's get to this last shit real quick while we going live. It's like y'all caught me. If you tuned in, good looking. Leave a comment, put something in the comments. If you're not, then I'll catch you on a spin back. You know what I mean? Sunday fun day. Last week, we did fucking horrible. Like, we did horrible. But still, out of the locks, we are 28 and, hold on, let me see. Let me not lie. Let me not lie to y'all motherfuckers. Real quick. Real quick. I'll tell y'all what we is. Because we did bad last week. Oh, all right, here we go. We 28 and 12, and that's because last week we went 1 out of 5. We did horrible last week. So I ain't even do the power rankings. I ain't do none of that. I tell you right now, this week I got Arizona against Dallas. Got Arizona against Dallas. I'm just saying, it's a little early. And then with, again, you know, this COVID shit with the players, if you vaxxed, then now I guess they saying only 5 days you could quarantine, then you could come back if you're not showing no symptoms, as opposed to if you asymptomatic. Yeah, asymptomatic is not showing signs, and symptomatic is you are displaying some signs. So if you vaxxed up and you juvenile, you vaxxed that ass up, then you could come back in 5 days. So they already just announced that Kirk Cousins, you like that? Yeah, do you like that? Kirk Cousins, he's not going to be playing against Green Bay this week. We ain't going to get into the games this week. I just wanted to say last week I did fucking horrible. You know what I mean? We still won, though. We still won, but we lost. We just didn't lose all the money. We got a lot of it back. I'll probably run through the games tomorrow. And the reason why I don't be liking to jump on the games real fast, like Tuesday, Wednesday, like the other channels. Y'all hear ESPN right now? Oh, that's right. The college championship. Michigan got their ass spanked today. Jim Harbaugh, he got his ass spanked today. 34-11. It was a blowout. Alabama won. We had Alabama tonight. We knew. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, the Lakers is playing. I wonder why I didn't see that. I knew they was playing today. They playing Portland today. 32-21. Just so we clear. First quarter. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first quarter. But the reason why I don't be jumping to do like the picks and all that is because, one, football, you got to look at the injury report. COVID, you don't know who's out, you don't know who's in. And because I ain't betting my money, I don't just come on here and be like, yeah, take such and such and woo, and this is the best pick. Then Sunday fun day, I don't bet my money. Now I go in my pocket and I pull out those chicken dinners and I'll be like, yeah, you know what I mean? 500 on such and such. 200 on such and such. Yeah, I bet my money. So I be trying to be as accurate as possible, or at least like up to date with the information as far as who's playing and who's not playing. You know what I mean? So we'll probably come back tomorrow, Saturday, you know what I mean, and give the locks out. Not the locks from Yonkers, locks to get us those winner chicken dinners. Let me know who y'all want to see do the wrap up. I would have came up here and did some wrap up shit for y'all. You know what I mean? I'll say this year was a hell of a year. Learned a lot about myself. Learned a lot in general. You know what I mean? This dude, he fighting for his life now. That's the what's the young brother name? K FLOC. I did a show on that, and it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Cycle go, you know, one person come home, one go in, do a bullet, come back, do the same shit again from the womb to the tomb, presume the unpredictable, guns bust rapidly. That's the ritual, like, and I know what it's like to lose, like to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. And you know, they like, he maybe did it kind of sort of, maybe it was trending real hard a couple of days ago. Some dude from the Bronx named I think Big Perk, he was talking about the shit. And in the comments, y'all know I be in the comments checking the temperature, see what it's hitting for, what people really talking about. And for the most part, they was like, you know, y'all old niggas, y'all old dudes, y'all old heads, y'all come run to these social media platforms looking for clout chasing, instead of talking to the youth in person. Now, I do agree with that. Now, I don't know what's his story because I don't know the brother. But I do know that when I'm outside, and I'm always outside, like I'm everywhere. And when I am everywhere, wherever that may be, 5 boroughs, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, when I run into the youth or people that's with the gang or people that's just involved in shit they probably shouldn't be in, like I was at one point in time. Not gang, but just doing shit that you have no business doing, or you don't realize, like, oh, on the back end, this is gonna fuck me up. I always try to push a word to the right in person. Then I get on the channel and talk my shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, don't do X, Y, Z. So it was like, yeah, people was like, yo, where y'all at when he been talking this shit. Now again, like with a lot of these rappers, I may not have heard of them at all because I got a strict, you know what I mean, not to say I don't listen to shit. I listen to it if it's in the radio or I'm driving or somebody got it rocking. But yeah, I am real frugal about the shit that I listen to because a lot of this shit don't got that feeling and it don't hit like it's supposed to be hitting to me. So I fuck with the shit that I like. So when somebody like a K FLOC or a Young Dolph, you know what I mean, rest in peace, when they stories come up and it's like, oh shit, nigga lost his life, rest in peace. Then I take a listen to his music. Oh shit, nigga caught a body. Never heard of him before. Let me take a listen to see if I like his music. I haven't heard of some of these artists, and it's like, damn, a lot of this shit be drill music or they talking about the shit that they allegedly living. They rapping about the shit that they allegedly living, and some of them really is. So in the comments, people was like, yeah, you speaking up now that he on Rikers now. And the dude was like kind of emotional, crying and shit. Y'all could go to Instagram or wherever I seen that shit at. And people in the comments, people is wild funny because people just say what they want. And a lot of time they be trolling. So you gotta have thick skin. So they're like, yeah, he been rapping about this shit. He been beefing with niggas out here in these New York streets. So why you wasn't saying nothing then? And got a point. But again, if you out and about and you on these blocks or these back blocks or you where these people frequent, yeah, you always should, especially if you know better or you've been through the storm. Nobody want to eat no yakisobe. Like, know what I mean? Nobody want to be on the chow line for that chili con corn. And right now where he at on Rikers, I've been there a few times. I know I'm not an angel. Nigga passed through Rikers mad times. And I'm not saying that braggadociously. It's fucked up. Especially this past year, mad people committed suicide or lost their life, as I just was speaking about on Rikers, because the conditions is shit. You know what I mean? Like, really shit. But you get them 4 slices of bread, you get that lump, you know what I mean, scoop of jelly, and you get your box of Rice Krispies or Frosted Flakes, and that's it. That's breakfast. Then you eat later on, like, you know what I mean? And, the food is shit. The food is horrible. They ain't really trying to feed no prisoners, no 5-star gourmet meal. So, yeah, if you ain't got no commissary, you're going to be fucked up in the game. Like, yeah, you're going to be real fucked up in the game. So, right now, that's where he at. Then the system is backed up now because of, the pandemic, and they want to cut the court short. They don't want the process to flow fluently or fluent as it should. Like Stephen A. be like, it's fluent. Yeah, you're not flowing through the system for nobody on some fluent shit. You're going to be laying up, sitting up, chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, chilling. You're gonna get to know all the COs, they motherfucking time schedules, what time they come in, they first names and all that. Like, yeah, you're gonna be laying up for a while. Going back and forth to court, fighting the body. When I was on Rikers, not for no bodies. Wild people with bodies that I ran into, that I met, end up knowing. You know what I mean? One person that I know caught a tent murder, went upstate, like you always hear like the worst case scenario. Yo, why they punched that old man? It was some shit on the train. Yeah, I think it was the Metro North or one of these trains. It was a chick sitting there real quick before I get out of here. Chick sitting there, she had a knife in her hand. And some older dude was trying to sit next to her. She wasn't having it. So he was asking her like, yo, why I can't sit next to you? Long story short, dude was like, yo, what's the other seats everywhere? Sit somewhere else. People in the comments were like, he was drunk. I want to know how they know he was drunk. Like, did you see him buy the liquor? Did you see him drinking? Did you smell his breath? How the fuck you know he was drunk? But everybody was so sure that this dude was drunk. Anyway, the young dude popped him, know what I mean? They beat him up, threw him off the train. And in prison, you always hear like, yo, you knock somebody out, or you sneak somebody, or you punch them. They hit their head on the edge of the bed and kill themselves. Well, this one in particular person that I'm talking about, he rocked somebody. He could fight a little bit, rock somebody hard, put him in a coma. Years later, like he about to come home, the dude dies. Back down, body now. Like now you fighting the body. And like I said, I only said that to say like passing through Rikers, I met wild young brothers as an adolescent when I went through there, and even as an adult. Stay on Rikers Island 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years you laying up on the island fighting the body, because that's one of the most hard cases to prove. One, that you did it, and two, that you're innocent of doing it. Because all it takes is somebody to say, oh yeah, it was that nigga right there. I seen him pull the trigger, or I seen him running. And you'll be laying up, fighting for your life, talking about, I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. Same to you, my brother. You know what I mean? Same to you. Happy New Year's to everybody that celebrate. You know what I mean? 2022, hopefully it's better for all of us than 2021. And that's even if you had a great 2021. Hopefully next year is even better than that. You know what I mean? So we about to sign off. You already know what it is. It's your boy, POPAVIST. You was just tuned in. POPAVIST TV. Tonight we really was live, rolling, unscripted. So sometimes we may do what we want over here. We authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.